Okay, here is FAMI Farmmi. This finishes at 35.36 cents today. That is down 23.55%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is CEI Camber Energy. This finishes at $3.25 today. That is down 14.92%. So we've been talking about this stock a lot the past couple of weeks. It's been squeezing all the way from 33 cents and it hit 4.85 at the high a couple of days ago. Honestly, it's pretty surprising that the apes have managed to keep this alive for so long and pumping for so long, but it does finally look like the momentum is cooling off and we are starting to see some significant pullback, which I actually predicted. I said that I thought the top was 310. I was wrong on that. It went to 4.85, but yesterday after the big red candle, I did say that it does look like the squeeze is over and I would expect to see some significant pullback pretty soon. And today we have another big red day, down 15%. This looks like it might be reversing, and it might go into free fall pretty soon. So yeah, that is bearish. This chart looks like a lot of other short squeezes. You know, SPRT, MRIN, MMAT, GREE. They all generally follow the same pattern, which is a massive run-up, followed by a massive sell-off. And yeah, yesterday I said that it looks like we have a head and shoulders going here. And it looks like the head and shoulders is continuing to form. So that is also a bearish indicator. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 345 and 320. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 345, 380, 415, 435, and the high of 485. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 320, 310, 280, 240, 215, 210, $2. 190, 175, 170, 150, 135, and then 125. And there is a good amount of support below 125, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Shouldn't be too relevant. So right now at this current price, 325, the channels to the upside and to the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this comes back down to 125, the channels start to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this comes back down to 125. The RSI is currently at 74, so that is still overbought and overvalued, so be careful guys. And this did 319 million in volume today. Very significant volume, so the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So not much has changed since yesterday. My prediction seems to be correct so far, so I'm going to stick to what I said. And that is, I think this looks very bearish right now. It's probably going to go into free fall and probably going to pull back very significantly. Can't say how far down it's going to go, but I've seen these meme stocks pump and dump. So right now it looks like it's dumping. Not looking too great. So like I said earlier, it looks like we have a developing head and shoulders here. It still is developing, but it looks like we have our shoulders forming at 345. So that's currently a bearish indicator. And we also have the bearish indicators in the high RSI and the high volume. Really no bullish indicators and no neutral indicators, just bearish indicators here. So based on the TA, this looks extremely bearish to me. I think it's going to go timber in the short term. The only thing bullish this stock has going for it is the social media sentiment. The apes are still pretty strong with this one, but it looks like the tides are turning. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that. I do not recommend that. Like I said, this looks like it's starting to reverse. It looks like it's going to free fall pretty hard in the short term. So if you were to FOMO in here, that would be catching a falling knife, and you're probably going to end up holding some bags. So it doesn't seem that smart. Going long here would be a high risk, low reward play. So yeah, I would not do that, and I do not recommend that. But I will say that when this does eventually start to catch some support, and I can't say when that's going to be, when it starts to bottom out, then you can take a long position. That's probably a long way down from here. 325 is really not a great entry. It should pull back a lot more, so you should be able to get a much better price if you're just a little patient. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play to me right here. Yeah, for all the reasons I previously stated, a lot of bearish indicators, no bullish or neutral indicators, and this is a meme stock. So I do expect this to go free falling in the short term. And again, I can't say how far it's going to free fall, but I'm all for going short here at 325. And once this starts to catch some support, then you should cover. But I think it's a long way down before it starts catching some support. But yeah, a lot of downside potential, a lot of tendies to be made, so I would support going short here. And I really don't think there's too much risk of getting squeezed out, honestly. It would really take a strong push from the apes to send this to the upside again. So personally, I think going short here is a low risk, high reward play. So yeah, I would support that. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today. Consider taking profits if you're still up, not financial advice. But this looks very bearish, so it's not a bad idea to lock in your profits. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is CEI Camber Energy. Okay, here is FAMI Farmmi. This finishes at 35.36 cents today. That is down 23.55%. Okay, so here is a newer meme stock. This is only recently started trending on StockTwits the past couple of days. And the apes are pretty strong with this one. It has quickly caught a lot of momentum. So we talked about this one a few times this week. And yeah, the apes are still strong with this one. Still trending on StockTwits. So we'll cover it again. So no news or anything to justify this price action today. So I'm just going to assume it was a whole bunch of ape stuff. Apes piling in and shorts being squeezed out. So let's jump right into this. Let's analyze. So first of all, we have a double gap down. The first one was around 135 and the second one was around 78 cents. So those are currently bullish indicators. Those are telling us that the stock should come back up eventually to fill those gaps at 78 and 135. Now I can't say how long that's going to take, but eventually those should fill. And it also appears like we have a possible cup and handle developing. There could be multiple tops of this cup here. Could be 227, 193, 150, 115, 67, or 59. So yeah, a lot of possible tops of this cup here. But the important thing is that those are all currently bullish indicators, because that is saying that this stock should come up to complete the top of those cups eventually. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 37 cents and 30 cents. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 37 cents, 41 cents, 45 cents, 49 cents, 54 cents, 60 cents, 67 cents, 76 cents, 80 cents, 88 cents, 94 cents, $1, 107, 111, 116, 123, 129, 134, 140, 146, 151, 158, 165, 172, 176, 183, 193, 206, 216, 227, and the high of 247. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 30 cents, 24 cents, and then the low of 20 cents. So right now with this current price, 36 cents, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 193 to the upside, the channels start to open up and get really wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 193. The RSI is currently at 53, so pretty average there. So according to the RSI, this current price, 36 cents, is around fair market value. And this did 511 million in volume today. Very significant volume, so this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, so yesterday I said that this looks really bullish to me, and nothing has really changed, even though this pulled back so much today. The TA, the chart, still looks really, really bullish, so I'm going to stick to what I said. In the short term and in the longer term, I do expect this to keep running to the upside. As previously mentioned, a lot of bullish indicators here, double gap down, and all of these possible cup and handles. We have the neutral indicators in the RSI and the volume, and really no bearish indicators. And there's a lot of upside potential and not too much downside potential. The bottom was literally 20, so it can't go too much further to the downside. So therefore, I think that going long would be an excellent play here. Like I said, eventually, this should come back up to at least 135 to fill the gap, and maybe even further. So a lot of tendies to be made to the upside, so I would support going long here. It seems like a really good play to me. Going long would be a low risk, high reward play, because like I said, a lot of upside potential and not too much downside potential. Even if this does move to the downside, you shouldn't lose too much money. And if you want to go short, not financial advice, doesn't seem too smart, doesn't seem too logical. Like I just said, not too much downside potential, no bearish indicators, lots of upside potential, lots of bullish indicators, and this is a meme stock. It has strong social media sentiment behind this. So everything is pointing to this stock continuing to run to the upside in the short and long term. So yeah, going short would not be a good play here. That would be a high risk, low reward play. Again, doesn't make too much sense. Not too smart, so I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today. Hang in there, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is FAMI Farmmi. So here is RIDE, Lordstown Motors. This finishes at $6.53 today. That is down 18.17%. Okay, so here's yet again another meme stock. Although this one was not trending the past couple of weeks like all the other meme stocks, this one is consistently in and out of the news. A lot of apes really like this stock, and it frequently is trending on and off. So past couple of days, this has been trending. And today, this again was on the top 10 in stock twits. So we'll talk about it. Now, yesterday was really interesting because we discussed this and there was news about Lordstown Motors selling their Ohio factory to Foxconn in order to raise money and finance their production. They want to start producing their pickup truck. So personally, I thought that was really weird because I would think that's bearish news, right? You're selling off assets because you're strapped for cash. But apparently the apes took it as really bullish news and this stock went flying yesterday. Now today, we have some pretty significant pullback here, which I expected. You know, now this is making sense. Yesterday, this made no sense. Now this makes sense. So yeah, really nasty pullback today. But we did have a price upgrade. So let's take a look at that real quick. So Morgan Stanley reinstates Lordstown Motors at equal weight with an $8 price target. So that's pretty big if you ask me. You know, Morgan Stanley is a respectable hedge fund. It's not one of these small pump and dump hedge funds that try to manipulate stuff. So Morgan Stanley thinks this is worth $8. That's pretty bullish. But that upgrade did not seem to have an effect on the price action today because it tanks pretty hard. Still bullish news though, worth mentioning. So first of all, we have a gap up at 580. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that this is likely to come back down to 580 eventually to fill that gap. There's also a gap down at 2260. So that is a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to 2260 eventually to fill that gap. And this also looks like a possible cup and handle. There are multiple tops of this cup here. It looks like the top could be $13.50, $11, or $8.75. So that could either be bullish or bearish depending on where you think the top is. If you think the top is $8.75, this would be a bearish indicator because that means that the cup would have topped out and now the handle is forming, which means pullback. But if you think the top is 11 or $13.50, then this would currently be bullish because that would mean that this still has upside potential because this stock has to keep going up to fill those top of the cups. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of $7 and $6.35. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be $7, $7.45, $8.05, $8.80, $9.70, $10.35, $11, $11.80, $12.45, $13.50, $14.75, $16.20, $17.20, $18.50, $20, $21.50, $22.65, $23.45, $24.70, $25.85, $26.90, $28.50, $29.40, $30.90, and then the high of $31.57. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of resistance would be 635, 580, 530, and then the low of 470. So right now at this current price, 653, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 1245 to the upside, the channel starts to get pretty wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 1245. The RSI is currently at 47, so a little bit below average. But according to the RSI, this current price of 653 is around fair market value. And this did 36 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So honestly, it's a little bit difficult to tell where this stock is going in the short term. We have neutral indicators in the RSI and volume. We have bullish indicators in the possible cup and handles. And we have a bearish indicator in the gap up. So getting a lot of mixed signals here. So it's all over the place. Very hard to tell where the stock is going to go. And personally, I'm not the biggest believer in this stock. I think there are plenty of other EV plays that are better than this one. So this might be a little biased. But yeah, right now at this current price, 653, this is more like a gamble than an investment at this point. So I think the best play if you want to take a position, either long or short, is to hold off and watch the price action. I would say that if this comes back up to 11 or 1350, then you can consider taking a short position. And if this comes back down to at least 580, then you can consider taking a long position. But right now at this current price, 653, going long or short is very risky. So I think the best play is to hold off, watch the price action, and then take a position later. However, if you guys want to gamble, I'm not opposed to that. Just understand that this is very risky, and either way you go is going to be high risk, high reward. So if you understand the risks and you're willing to lose your money, then sure, I would say go for it. Maybe longer term, this will run significantly to the upside, but as of right now, I'm not the biggest believer, and it's very hard to tell where this is going to go in the short term. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is RIDE, Lordstown Motors. Okay, here is BTC Bitcoin. This is currently at $48,555. That is up 11.33% today. So today was a great day for crypto. Overall, crypto is up 9% today. Fat tendies made today. I did see an article saying that a lot of short positions got liquidated. So don't know how much that had to do with the run today, but probably somewhat of a factor. But yeah, we have a major pump today, and hopefully it keeps on running to the upside. But not much else to say about Bitcoin, so let's jump right into the analysis here. So it kind of looks like a cup and handle here. Top of the cup would be 52K. Bottom of the cup would be around 29K. But it does look like the top here has completed, and it looks like a handle has completed. It looks like we got some consolidation, and right now it looks like we're breaking out again. So far this is following all the traditional tells of a cup and handle. The top fills, pulls back to form the handle, consolidation, then breakout. So right now that is bullish. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 49,350 and 47,445. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 49,350, 50,530, 52,000, 54,650, 57,585, 60,230, and then the high of 65,520. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 47,450, 45,240, 42,740, 40,685, 38,920, 36,275, 34,070, 31,570, 30,250, and then 28,930. And there is support below 28,930, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Shouldn't be too relevant. So right now at this current price, 48,555, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. Nothing new for Bitcoin, nothing new for crypto. This stuff is extremely volatile. The RSI is currently at 59, so that is a little bit above average, but nothing to be too concerned about just yet. And this did have significant volume today, so the pump was confirmed by the volume. So there's not too much to go off of here other than the cup and handle, which, as I previously mentioned, is currently a bullish indicator because right now this is breaking out of the handle. So I do think this should keep running to the upside in the short term, at least. Really no bearish indicators, and we have neutral indicators in the RSI and the volume. So the TA is suggesting that this is slightly bullish right now. And maybe I'm being a little bit biased because I really like crypto and Bitcoin. I'm a big believer in it long term. But yeah, if you want to go long, not financial advice, 49K isn't exactly the greatest entry, but it's still not bad, especially if you're thinking long term. And the chart currently does look bullish, so I'm not loving the entry, but I would support it because I do think it should keep running to the upside in the short and long term. So you can either buy in here at this current price and average down at the supports that I mentioned, or you could possibly wait till this pulls back. It may not ever pull back, so be careful if you decide to wait for a better price. But yeah, I support going long here. I think it's a good play short and long term. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that. I don't recommend that. Literally, Bitcoin went up $5,000 today because shorts got liquidated. So you don't want to be one of those guys. And besides that, crypto is still relatively new. The world is just starting to come around to it, and the future looks really great. So maybe it'll pull back in the short term, but longer term, it definitely should keep running to the upside. So personally, I would just never short crypto. I think that's a bad idea. Very risky. And there is some pretty strong support at 29K. I really don't think this is going to go below $29,000 again. So I would say at worst, this pulls back to $29,000, which is a good ways to the downside, but I don't think that's very likely. I'm just saying that should be the worst case scenario. It retested 29K a lot of times, never broke that. But yeah, that's very risky, so I would not recommend going short here. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this coin today, and good luck to everyone currently in this coin and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BTC Bitcoin. Alright, here is PROG Progenity. This finishes at $1.79 today. That is up 17.76%. Okay, so this stock came out of nowhere. It started catching attention yesterday, and the momentum continued on to today. And the momentum is pretty strong. The apes are piling in on this one right now. This was top 10 on StockTwits today. Surprisingly, I did not expect that. This may be another new meme stock. But yeah, no specific news or anything to justify this price action today. So just a bunch of ape stuff like everything else today. Apes piling in and shorts being squeezed. So first of all, we have a gap up at 110. So that is currently a bearish indicator that is telling us that this might come back to 110 to fill that gap. And it looks like a cup and handle is currently forming. There could be multiple tops of this cup here. The top could be $2.60, $4, $5, $6, $7, or even $9.50. But all that matters is that is currently a bullish indicator, because that means that the stock might come back up to those resistances to complete the top of the cup here. RSI is currently at 73, so just barely overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 248 million in volume today. Biggest volume day by far ever for this stock. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So quite honestly, this chart looks pretty bullish to me. In the short term, this might pull back to 110 to fill the gap. But in the longer short term and in the long term, I do expect this to keep running up. We have bullish indicators in all of these possible cup and handles. And we do have bearish indicators in the RSI, volume, and the gap up. I wouldn't give too much weight to the bearish indicators currently, because the apes are strong with this one right now. And this is looking like it's turning into a meme stock. So this could keep pumping pretty hard. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, 180 isn't exactly the greatest entry, but it's still an okay price. The bottom was 66. So that's almost 200% to the upside from the bottom here. So yeah, not the best entry, but if you're thinking long term, it's actually not that bad. So I would support going long here at 180, or you can wait till this pulls back to 110. That'd be an excellent price, 110. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that. I would not recommend that, especially right now. This potentially could be a short squeeze in the making. This could be the beginning of a short squeeze. So you really, really don't want to get caught in this. That being said, this could pull back to 110 to fill the gap. So there is some pretty good tendies to be made, over 30% to the downside. So I wouldn't do it. I think that's a little too risky. But if you guys want to go short here, I could get behind it. But please just cover at 110. If this hits 110, please cover immediately. Don't hold this for that long going short. That is very dangerous. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is PROG Progenity. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.